There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic salt.
There. No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always... Do you really? The song of death is sweet, like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is...
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canada motor carriage. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has Was this not the same Elon that founds empires and lays? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no, it is too like the green. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it, a cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the... This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiate. This is bad for quite, still ongoing. Finally, you know what you should do. Do it if you want to die. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and what you have in your hand is a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. The lights are off again. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The switch must be broken. The fan stands still. The switch must be broken. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. The whirling in rags is a...
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with... A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No.
The young woman shakes her. Officer could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well... You've been here for 3 days. On a fish... Couldn't say. In truth, so far...
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age. She nods.
Good monologue. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to... She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment.
Yeah? It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus. Loud I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less...
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft. Don't be. I was going out later. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. There was. I think you screamed that you... I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. Glad to have been of assistance.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. This door can only be opened with a key of... The door is closed. Still no answer. man in his late 20s stands behind. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown looks like the bird was ripped off. This is the great skua. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegosaurus skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, through a PA system by other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prom? You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. No, don't sing. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is... As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making so... From a distant sunset, a stage light... Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. With a sudden flash...
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping as you approach. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic...
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct...
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little skidding.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
No, I don't think so. We should ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Right. And the interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So, the body, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
colourful piece of plastic is on the counter, rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. The man does not mind. You probably need them.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium.
No idea. Looks like he works for... Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
It's a dock worker's ID. The theme on that pinball machine is a standard clinging to a picture book version of the past. It comes free with the sentiment